Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. Every time I make a prepping video or silver stacking video, I always get questions in the comment section. How do I get my spouse on board? How do I get my boyfriend on board? How do I get my girlfriend on board? How do I get my wife on board? They just don't understand. Well, all I can tell you is, and you probably have already figured this out on your own, that if your significant other is not walking the same path as you, life can be a little bit more difficult to achieve goals. And if one of your goals is prepping, you obviously know what you're prepping for. So sit down with that person, with your wife, with your husband, and explain what is troubling you. For me, it's an economic collapse. So I sit down with my wife. I bring a couple of articles to the table, and we talk over what is troubling me and why I feel there's a necessary need to prep or to save. Now, don't be surprised if at first they don't have the same enthusiasm as you do. But talk to them. Just lay out a plan. Say, hey, listen, we don't have to mortgage the house, but every month when we go shopping, I like to buy X amount of dollars extra on food. I like to put maybe buy 2 silver eagles. Lay out like a little budget, something that she can see and something that she can approve of. Like I said, don't mortgage your home. She's never gonna give you approval nor have confidence in you if you attempt to just have her dive into it. She's never going to have the same enthusiasm or the same sense of urgency as you have at first. The rest of this video is geared towards the men, because men seem to make the biggest mistakes about prepping. Men, once you garnered your wife's or your girlfriend's approval, you gained their confidence. You must keep their confidence in you. After all, you're the man of the household, and you screw up, they're going to lose confidence in you, and you'll never get them back on your side as far as prepping is considered. So as soon as they give you the nod and say, okay, let's prep, that doesn't give you the go-ahead to start buying all these expensive toys in the name of prepping. I know a lot of guys out there, they watch other YouTube channels, obviously, and they see some of the expensive prepping toys that some of these YouTube channels have. Rocket stoves, high-end assault rifles, and sniper rifles, and you name it. And some of them are good if you got the money. Got no problem with them. But if you don't have the budget, don't get them. Okay, if you forego your mortgage payment or your car payment, and your wife comes home, she sees you opening up a brand new, shiny, expensive rifle, she's going to lose confidence in you, and she's going to say this whole prepping thing is bullshit. You can't go out and buy all these expensive toys in the name and in the disguise of prepping, okay? I mean, let's face it, it took some work to get your wives on board with your prepping. You gain their confidence. Once you lose it, you'll never get it back. Once they're no longer on board with prepping, you will never get them back on board. You so much as buy a can of extra beans in the store, they're going to question you. What do you need that extra can of beans for? Why are you spending the money? So like I said, just because they give you the nod and say, okay, let's prep, doesn't mean you should go stupid. And a prepper doesn't have to have everything that other preppers have. I mean, you go to some of these other YouTube channels that got, 50,000, 200,000 viewers or subscribers, and they got all this kind of money. They can afford to buy all these prepper toys, all these solar panels, and everything. They can afford it. that doesn't mean you have to buy what they buy. You're only prepping for what you are concerned about. And I'm not saying don't buy a rifle. I think every family should have one weapon per person. I really do. But that doesn't mean you should go out and buy the very most expensive weapon. I'm not saying buying the cheapest weapon is smart either. But you got to do it smartly. Having the biggest, fanciest weapon is not going to make you a more efficient prepper or soldier. So anyway, folks, I'll end this video by saying one more thing. Giving the nod doesn't mean you should go out and just blow all the money. Just be stupid. It really doesn't mean that. You still need to acquire things that you're prepping for in moderation and incrementally. You're not going to be you're not going to have everything you need overnight, unless you're wealthy. Again, like I said, if you're wealthy, have at it. Good for you. But the most important thing about prepping, folks, is your significant other. Honest to God. If they're not on board, you'll never achieve your prepping goals. And once they're on board, do not lose them as an ally. Take care.